I'm going to go through it. It's quite simple steps. I've got all of the ingredients laid out in front of me. I've got 175 grams of salted butter. I've got coconut essence. I've got 200 ml, which is half a can of coconut milk. Give it a good whisk because it always tends to separate a little bit. I've got 400 grams of white caster sugar. I've got 275 grams of self-raising flour. I've got 5 large egg whites. I've got 50 grams of corn flour, and I've got 50 grams of desiccated coconut. Now I'm going to show you how to bring it all together into a cake. Right, so into a bowl I'm going to put in the butter and the sugar. And I'm going to cream that together till it's light and fluffy. Just starting it on a slow mixer so it doesn't shoot everywhere. It's a good one to do in your tabletop mixer as well. Right, in another bowl, I'm going to put my 5 egg whites, my coconut milk, and I'm going to put in about half of this coconut essence. It's going to do a 3-layer cake. Already greased and lined, 3 8-inch tins ready. Right, so now, quite simple, all of the ingredients go in together. Desiccated coconut, self-raising flour and the corn flour. Give that a mix to combine. So now I'm going to divide this equally between my 3 tins. Can help to use a scale to do this. Right, I'm just going to smooth those out a little bit in the tin. I've preheated my oven. It's a fan oven. I've preheated it to 160. That'd be 180 on a normal oven. And we're going to check them after about 20 minutes. Right, we're going to make a buttercream now for the coconut white velvet cake. Yeah. So on the table I have got 100 grams of coconut, I've got 400 grams of salted butter, a full pot of marshmallow fluff, and I'm going to use 500 grams out of this box of icing sugar, and I'm going to use about half a bottle of the coconut flavouring as well going in there. So I'm going to start off by whipping the butter up nice and light. It's salted butter, which I think tastes better. Helps to cut some of the sickliness because it's a very sweet icing. You can see it's nice and pale and light. So now I'm going to whisk in this full tub of marshmallow fluff. I love marshmallow fluff. This pot of fluff has been in the house, hidden out of my sight for a few days because I could just put this straight into my mouth out of the pot. You can make your own of this, it's not that difficult. But I don't think you gain anything making your own. It's relatively inexpensive. I will do a recipe for it though. Although now it's quite readily available in the UK. But if you want a big quantity of it, it's worth making your own. So next I'm going to sift in about 400 grams of icing sugar. give that a little taste to check for coconut flavouring and for sweetness. I'm going to put a little bit more flavouring in that. Different essences have different strengths, so it's always a good idea to check. This is 100 grams of desiccated coconut that's going in there as well. If I was going to pipe it, I wouldn't put the coconut in. I would put the coconut sprinkled on top. But as I'm spreading this with a spatula onto the cakes, then I'm going to mix that in now. And there is my finished coconut frosting. So I've got my 3 coconut cakes here. I'm just going to have to cut them a little bit level because my oven's not 100% level, so one's gone a little bit thin on one side. So I'm just going to take a little bit off. I'm actually going to save that for doing some cake truffles to go on the top shortly. There's my 3 cakes ready. So I'm just going to pop in cake stand, cake turntable. First cake on. Dollop of the coconut buttercream in the middle. Take it down to the edges. Pop the next layer on. Just going to face that down. Nice big dollop again in the middle. Making that out right to the edges again. And then this top cake facing downwards to give me a nice flat top. Okay, so now I'm just going to fill the sides. And get this nice and smooth. See, I'm just filling in all the gaps. Get them all nice and full. It's quite hard to do this towards the camera. I'm doing it towards myself. Well, let's go around this side. Okay. There it is. I'm going to put a nice thick layer of this on. I'm just going to spoon some on actually. Taking that right to the edges again. Okay, this makes your life a little bit easier when you've got a turntable to do these on as well. Again, right round the edges. And I'm just going to keep going until it looks nice and smooth. And I've got a nice generous layer on there. The quantity of buttercream that I did should give me enough to have a good thick layer on and maybe have a little bit spare as well. It doesn't have to be perfect. So I'm going to put some desiccated coconut over the top as well, just to finish it off. Hide a lot of imperfections. And I want a bit of desiccated coconut. I'm not sure if it's going to work or not, and I'll go back over it again if it doesn't. But I've brought out an icing comb, which will give you the shape on the side. Sorry. So it will give you the shape on the side. But because I've got coconut in this, it may drag where the points are. So it may or may not work, but we'll just give it a little go and see. Slipped as I was going round then. I'll just go back over that bit there. There we go. These are quite good for adding a professional look in quite a simple way. Okay, there we go, that looks quite good. I'm more than happy with that. Okay. So these cake trimmings from earlier, I'm going to go in here, and I'm just going to crumble them up with my fingers. And then I'm going to mix in a nice big dollop of that buttercream. Come together like a dough. And I'll make some coconut cake truffles to go on the top then. Okay, so that's just coming together. It won't always take the same quantity of icing, just to get that nice Play-Doh consistency. It's like pastry actually, same sort of consistency, because it depends on how moist your cake is. So then what I'm going to do is just grab it, roll it together, get a nice neat little ball. Some coconut. And roll it in the coconut. A nice little coconut cake truffle. Let's go on the top. Okay, the trick is getting these nice and even now. So here it is, my finished white velvet coconut cake. It's a great one for Christmas as well. It's an alternative Christmas cake. You can make it look quite festive. For us, it's an all year round cake. Beautiful, light, delicate crumb.
Okay. Right, I've got to do something to wind this up now.